feelings about this new contraption?
It's okay. It's a little weird that you got in that shop for the third time, but...
What do you mean the third time? Oh, that I went into the shop for 3 times?
Yeah.
Well, I had to get a hat too.
Yes, I see.
Put it on. What's that hat say? Lawson's Landing. Lawson's Landing, that's where I'm at. Dillon Beach, kind of by Bodega Bay. Down here by the boathouse. Bunch of families back there crabbing, getting raw crab. If they're all catching crabs, that means there's a bunch of life going on right there. So I'm going to throw the newly rigged up and built drop camera rig. Alright, I'm going to make a improv R.O.V camera drop mechanism. I wouldn't really call it an R.O.V because it's not remote control. It's going to be rope control. Haha. 3 found items here. This rope we found at the last campsite hanging from a tree. A little rubber band here, probably used from a bait trap. And some random fishing line that my lovely wife found on the beach.
Recycle!
Lo and behold, Lawson's Landing store had zip ties, this cool crab trap, lobster, crab measuring, scale device, 1 pound sinker, swivels, and glow stick. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the sticky pad mount for my GoPro, put it on the lobster crab scale, put this inside the bait trap here, something like this, and then tie it down with the zip ties, put a swivel with the weight. We toss it out from the beach and I want it to sink down. And then I'm going to cut out this framing right here so the GoPro is going to have a little window looking straight out. So I need this to land in the sand like that. Hopefully that'll work. Tight. I'll do it like this. Alright, slight change of plans in the design. I'm putting the lobster scale parallel with the length of the cage. I already got the mount for the GoPro. Right, so I just cut out actually one smaller square instead of a whole rectangle shape because at the end of the day the GoPro just has a small lens. Look at that. Not bad for randomly building this out of parts at a little bait shop at Lawson's Landing. Alright, so there is the weighted camera mechanism. They took that piece of rubber hosing and 2 swivels, attached the 1 pound sinker here. Band keeps the ball, the 1 pound ball, from moving too much so it doesn't destroy my camera. And put this on, throw this out. I'm hoping that's what happens. So. Perfect spot to hit the power button. What? Such engineering. Recording it good to go. Step on the rope. All the stuff. Ooh, I caught that rope just in time. Whoa. I almost had to go for a swim to get my camera. So that rope slipped right out from underneath my foot. Most predatory animals have some level of camouflage to help them blend into their environment. Their life depends on it. They need to be able to sneak up on prey. So when your environment is flat sand and fairly clear water, your best bet is to look like sand. That is a Pacific halibut, truly one of the most bizarre fish you will ever see, and something that's hard to describe with words. So luckily, I drew one for you right here. Imagine taking a fairly flat fish like a salmon and laying it on its side in the sand. The eye that is in the sand
then gets moved to the other side of the fish, and the fish continues to swim sideways. What's even more strange, though, is that no other features of the animal's physiology made the move to the other side of the body. It's what makes the halibut one of the most unique and truly bizarre fish you'll find in these waters. So when the little halibut in Tomales Bay become big halibut, what are they eating in these waters? Certainly, the Shiner surf perch is right on the menu. That is why this fish is a favorite bait fish for fishermen. Put one of these on your hook, and you'll be able to lure in large halibut, striped bass, sea bass, even bat rays and sharks. To demonstrate that eagerness to find prey, watch this next clip. A small halibut in the distance leaps over one mound of sand after another, chasing the glow stick dangling behind my camera as I reel it in. You can imagine what a voracious predator a 4 to 6 foot long halibut would be, and they get even bigger than that.
So I'm hiking around here, find a little bit more of a private spot in these dunes. We had a family back there crabbing, but they were getting pretty loud and whatnot. Find a little bit more private spot over here by the mouth of the bay. Look at this. This time, with it around my wrist. So one of the things I'm noticing that's happening is the ball still can just move too much. So it is landing kind of like that or this, depending on how it hits the water. So I'll have to fix that. Obviously in post, I can twist the video, but maybe before I come back here at night, I'm gonna change that.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Did you just catch something?
No, it's a camera.
Oh.
Camera in there?
Yeah. Trying to get it to land right side up. I'm gonna pull it up. I have a feeling I'm not seeing much of anything. If I'm wrong, then I will do some excited voiceover during that part. But I have a feeling I got skunked. There's nothing to see really from this distance, from this depth. This rope I found is only about 12 feet long, so. Not a bunch of seagrass. There's definitely some big seagrass beds around here somewhere, which, if I remember right, is a biotope for stuff like pipefish, which are basically like seahorses but stretched out the pipe. I'm gonna walk back to camp, charge the phone, which is my camera, rig up the glow stick better. We'll take the glow stick and put it through the bottom, make basically a light bar in the front that'll illuminate the bottom. Hopefully not cause too much weird glare and interference with the GoPro. Yeah, see what happens at night. All right, so I've removed the hanging ball method because that was stupid and didn't work.
It's not too good, is it, Chief?
I snipped off the swivels and used little metal pieces to wrap around the frame here. And then I'm gonna use the band, wrap around, try to hold it as much like here. Maybe I'm trying too hard to use the rubber band found on the beach. I'm trying to be Captain Planet here and use the found items. It's actually working really well.
Is this a bouncy ball?
No, it's a sinker.
It looks like a bouncy ball.
Pearl, in your expert oceanographer experience, what do you think? You think this is gonna work?
Probably.